I know I'm late with this setup, but I finally pulled everything together for this yearly set on my Etsy page, and I'm so excited to show you guys. As some of you know, I have been working on 2 different Bujo sets this year, one for a client and one for myself. This set, which I have been filming all year for my personal bullet journal, is now complete, and I'm also in the process of turning all of these Norse illustrations into bookmarks. I ordered some proofs to check on quality, and once I get that figured out, I'm going to start releasing them a few at a time because I can't afford to order all 12 of them at once. But if you guys are interested in that progress, make sure to follow my Etsy shop, and I will post every bookmark release on my social media. I know I'm notoriously bad at social media, but I will actually post updates about that there. Now, I am going to give away this set that I am holding right now. It comes with a 2024 title page, micro calendars that start on Monday and Sunday, its own font so you can make your own headers, stickers that you can decorate with, and 12-month pages that have everything you need for a monthly setup. It has everything that I've been using for my monthly setups, and they are all undated, so you can use whichever Norse design you want for whichever month. Now, for the giveaway rules, you need to be subscribed to the channel, you need to tag someone you think would like this setup, and then tell me what your favorite holiday tradition is. I want to share some of the joy this year, so put those 3 things in the comments, and I'll do a drawing for this giveaway on the 20th of December. I'll reply to whichever comment won the giveaway, and then I'm going to ask you to message me on Instagram since YouTube doesn't have a direct message feature, and then to make sure I got the right person, I'm going to ask you to edit your YouTube comment with a certain keyword. Once we get all of that sorted, I'll ship this out to you and everything will be good to go. Now on to this December setup. I know I said this setup was probably going to be pink and purple in my last video, but once I actually read about Gullinbursti, you'll know why I had to do this. Now, Gullinbursti, often translated as the golden bristled, is the boar of Freyr. The boar was given to Freyr as a gift by the dwarves of Svartenheim, Wtih and Borkr, who threw a pig skin into a furnace to forge Gullinbursti. Gullinbursti is supposed to have bristles in its mane that glowed in the dark. Gullinbursti is known to both pull Freyr's chariot and take the god onto his back as he is fleet of foot. He has also been given the monkier of Fearful Tusk. So, after I read that, I knew I had to do a mechanical boar, because how else would he glow in the dark? And plus, it seems from the legend like he was more forged than birthed, so I was like, mechanical boar. Now, I don't normally draw machines, so this was kind of a challenge for me. It was a lot of trying to figure out how things would fit together, but I do think it turned out pretty well, and I will definitely go more into detail for the process of this if I end up doing another speed drawing video. And if you guys are interested in speed drawing videos for the last of these Norse animals, let me know in the comments, because I know I've fallen behind on them. But if people are willing to watch them or want that content, I'm more than happy to talk about how I did the art. So just let me know. And then here's the title page, and then we're going to move on to the calendar. I gave myself some guides here with yellow pencil if you guys look really closely, and I'm just trying to find a fine liner that actually works. I've discovered that a lot of my fine liners are just not that great now because I've used them quite a bit, and I think I need some new ones because they're just starting to die on me. But there's really nothing new here. The calendar boxes are 6 spaces wide by 7 spaces high, and I am making a section on the side for notes to myself, and then a focus box as well. I have to admit that I don't know where this year went. I definitely just kind of wish time could slow down to give me a bit of breathing room, but realistically, I know that's not possible. I think that this is part of being an adult that they just don't tell you, so you don't get scared and just opt out. Anyways, and then I have a section for my expenses. This is really important, especially this month when you're buying so many presents for other people. So I just have a column on the far left that I fill in with just a little block on whether or not this expense is going to be repeated every month, like a car payment or car insurance, the name of the expense, then the amount it is, and then the date it appeared or came out of my bank account. The reason I say it like that is because I do also track my paychecks on this, so I can keep track of exactly how much is coming in and exactly how much is going out. I find that this is really useful when I'm just mentally thinking about how much I'm going to spend, how much extra I'm going to put towards certain loans, and all of that good stuff. Then moving on, I have my month in review. I have a space to track, I think, 6 or 7 different habits this month, and then a space for my mood. These 2 pages haven't changed for the past couple months. I did add the expense tracker fairly recently because I had a lot more monthly payments that I needed to keep track of, but I find that I haven't been using this month in review page as much. I'm hoping to actually take some time at the end of every day to check in with myself, because I have noticed that my moods have kind of been dipping. So hopefully once I get back to this, I can try and figure out the cause of those mood dips. Next is my weeklies, and this hasn't changed. It's just 3 columns for each day of the week and 1 column for the weekend. I've decided to put a meal planner over here on the right hand page because I need to remember to make food on my days off since no one else in my house cooks. So it's nice to have a plan when I get a minute during the rest of my week to think about it. That way on Saturday I can go grocery shopping really quickly, even though I really don't like grocery shopping. Then I can get back to the house and really start on everything I need to do. I also have a spot for reading because I still have not done it. I don't know how to tell my brain that I need to finish this book, and it has been mocking me for so long that other than to just put this little tracker everywhere, I have no idea what else to do. I think I'm driving myself crazy at this point. I also made a bit of a mistake here with the numbers because I was thinking about 3 other things while I was doing this, even though I did try and just sit down and enjoy the process and shut my brain off for an hour while I was doing this. So it's not alternating colors for the weeks, but I was also like, you know what? I'm not going to let it ruin my day because it's honestly not that big of a deal, and I want to keep this moving and go with the flow, especially because I feel like I've just been driving myself into corners because I keep setting these deadlines for myself that I keep missing. And I think part of the reason for that is because I somehow expected myself to be productive every day of the week. Like, I have 4 full days that I work on my actual job, and then I come home and expect myself to be just as productive on my artwork and that part of my career for the other 3 days, while also making dinner for my entire household, while also making sure everything gets cleaned, while also trying to coerce other people into helping me clean. And I haven't been giving myself a day of rest. And then I burn out and I run into these days where I'm like, I can't, I have to unplug and zone out and not do something for a few hours. So that is definitely something I'm going to carry into 2024. It's something that I'm going to put in a 2023 yearly reflection that I want to put together. I don't know how that's going to go yet. I don't normally do those, but I'm going to try this year, and I'm just going to make note of that for myself to remind myself to just breathe. You know, I think I need at least half a day, at least every week, where I just get to not think about anything for a while. And then after my weekly spreads, I'm actually going to make a dedicated Christmas and New Year's spread. Last year, I felt like Christmas just really snuck up on me because I was just so busy with work and trying to help with my mom's flower shop, which is super busy during the holiday season, and doing everything for everyone else, that I didn't get the gifts that I had bought wrapped until like the very last minute. And some stuff didn't even arrive on time because I didn't have the time to actually think about it and order things and make sure I had presents for everyone. So this year I'm making a spread to try and keep up with all of that. On the left-hand side, I have a big list for presents, and this list is actually really big. I don't buy this many presents for people. I probably could have cut this list in half because, again, I don't have this many people that I give presents to, but I did want a space to write everyone's name and what I got them, and then 2 columns to see if it had been ordered and if it had been wrapped. So every present gets 2 check marks, and then I know I don't have to worry about it anymore. Once it gets the 2 check marks, it's done. I can put it out of my brain. And then on the right hand side, I also have a menu on the top for Christmas dinner. That way I can get a list of what we're making, if we're going to try anything new, because sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, and who's going to make what. And then a list on the bottom for groceries. And I tend to feel like, since I'm the one that normally cooks everything, people just kind of wait for me to do all the grocery list, grocery shopping. So if I don't make a plan to do it, it kind of just doesn't get done until the very last minute. And I do want to make sure that we can get everything and not have to go and do a giant grocery haul on Christmas Eve. I'm really hoping to avoid that. So this just reminds me that I need to do it and to avoid procrastinating it, because it is never worth it. Now for New Year's, me and my sister throw a big New Year's party every year. It's a giant potluck with all of our friends, and we normally do a Secret Santa as well. So this is the space that I'm going to use to plan that. I have a potluck list of who is coming and what they're bringing, a Secret Santa portion to make a note of who my Secret Santa is and what I'm getting them, and then a to-do list on the right side of this page to list everything I need to make sure gets done before everyone arrives. This includes all of the cleaning, all of the food prep I need to take care of, if I need to make sure I wash blankets, get beds ready, all of that stuff I'm gonna write here so I can make sure it gets done. This New Year's Eve party has kind of been a tradition for me and my friends since high school, and it's always great just to get together with everyone and have a great time. I always look forward to it. Anyways, that is everything, and here's the flip through for this month. I know it's not super festive with all of the red and black, but what can I say, it does match my I did not quite plan this as well as I thought I did energy. I have to say that I learned so much from doing a whole yearly setup set like this, especially one that I had intended to sell on Etsy. And I hope that next year's Bujo will go a little smoother. Now that I've kind of had this learning experience. You know, I'm not holding my breath for that, but I can hope, I can dream. Anyways, that's it for me. I hope you guys have an awesome holiday, and I'll see you in the next one.